you say you had a great TA in P3?
Of course! My TA was great. I had a great TA.
Thank
TA was
you.
10 out of 10, do recommend.
Hi guys, today I want to talk about the unique classes in Valor and how Valor handles the class system for the students. I think the class system here is one of the unique things compared to other schools, as Valor offers a customized schedule for every single student. If you take a look at my schedule, as an example, you can see that my first period is AP Stats and AP Lit in 4th, Microeconomics in Block 6, and Music classes in Block 5 and 8. The schedule was based on a survey at the beginning of the year given to students to consider their preferences in determining their schedules. For more information, I interviewed Mrs. Diana Creeley about the scheduling system in Valor.
So at Valor, we do our schedules a little bit different than other schools. Most schools do one of two things. Either the grade level you're in just sets all your classes, which is the easiest way, or the school will work with the teachers to decide what classes will be taught at different times of day. And then students can have limited choices based on what's already set. But at Valor, we really strongly emphasize that students should take classes that are unique to their future, to their interests, and things like that. Especially as we get into scheduling of APs or even like electives, which music class you take. We want to make sure that we honor students' choices and uniqueness. So we talk with teachers first to find out what they're willing to teach, but instead of making it an exact list of classes for every teacher, we get kind of a list of ranked priorities from teachers. We find out what students want, how many students want it, and we do our absolute best to make the schedule so that students don't experience conflicts. When they can't get their first choices, we find the absolute best way to ensure that their second choices are still working for them. There's many steps in that where we're meeting with students, we're meeting with teachers. We may be the only school that goes back to teachers and say, oh, well, would you mind teaching this instead next year?
Besides the unique scheduling system in Valor, there are also some classes that are exclusive in Valor, the engineering work classes and the workforce. For more of that, here is Mr. Richard Evans for EYW classes and Mrs. Diana Creeley for the workforce.
So, Engineer World is a program that's run by University of Texas in Austin. It's a nationally recognized program in the US, but we've taken it on here as well. And it's a curriculum that's designed to give students an experience of the engineering design process. We've got two subjects, engineering design and analysis, and then engineering applications of computer science. The engineering design and analysis is more focused on civil engineering. Engineering applications of computer science is more about coding and constructing electronic devices. They will learn the different stages of the design process and what steps need to be taken in product development. It's broken down into not just going straight in and building something straight away or coming up with a solution, but taking the time to really brainstorm and analyse and test before coming up with a solution.
World Course started with a project out of Harvard University that led to a book called Empowering Global Citizens. And the purpose of World Course is to help students see that they can change the world right now. And so it's mostly project-based learning. The goal is to find ways to make a change in your community that could later be leveraged into changing communities around the world. And again, making the world better. So at Valor, our World Course is a little bit different because for us it is connected to missions. Missions is the heart of our curriculum, and our school is a Christian school. Without coronavirus, we go on missions every year. And so for us, we don't just want students to see that they can change the world. We want them to be doing that right now in our missions. And so we do take some time with actual education, We learn about the Sustainable Development Goals and problems in the world that the global leaders agree are things we need to address. We also, though, learn about what are Christian missions and how can we do them responsibly? How can we do them as part of long-term relationships where it's not just us and doing it projects, but actually we have mutually beneficial relationships with places around the world and schools around the world where we can grow and learn together. And so we learn about missions in that context. And then we also learn, the things that we need to do just to make projects successful. So some basic finance, basic project management. The last thing that we learn, but maybe the most important, is design thinking. And there are many ways to problem solve, but this is the one that we use. It's a step-by-step process. And again, it's about providing the tools to actually create something, make a change right now.
I also interviewed some of the students about the engineering work classes and the work course and asked them about the experiences they had in those classes. For that, here are Ha-won Kim, Junsu Kim, and Taegon Lim.
I like it. I love design analysis. I love working with tools. I love the designing part and just the thinking outside the box part, and also collaborating with other people was my favorite part of design analysis. Design analysis was a 10 out of 10. Do recommend.
I only took engineering 1. Overall, I had a lot of stresses because of the work that I had to do for the task, but because it contained a lot of fun and challenging tasks that we are involved fully and had to complete within a month. While I'm preparing that, I feel I was enjoying those tasks and projects.
But computer science, on the other hand, listen, I'm not the greatest at technology. Computer science principles was okay. You'll love it if you're a coding someone who's passionate with coding and computers, but I'm not like that. I mostly took it for the skills where it comes to problem solving. But yeah, I loved it. The teacher that taught me both classes, it was the same teacher, Mr. Evans. I really like his teaching. He's very one-to-one teaching, and if you need help, just ask. He trusts the students. He trusts that they'll do their work and they'll be fine. So yeah, it was pretty good. It was one of the few classes that didn't give me stress, but I still I was interested in it, so I worked.
I'm a person really enjoying engineering, especially mechanical engineering, but also computer science too. So both of them, I learned lots of coding languages such as Python, Java, and also what was it? Arduino. And also I could actually build my own robot or some machines that I wanted to make. That was my goal when I was really young. So it actually achieved my goal. So it was really good experiences in those classes.
As a student, I also had many good experiences in those classes, and I believe that these classes in Valor are what makes Valor truly shine. Well, that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks for watching. My name is Sean, and this is Valor.